Tonight, the king of daytime, Paul O'Grady.
There you go, campers, right.
And a bunch of his busy Scouse mates are foregoing the cultural delights of Liverpool and the UK for a night of screams. In Palermo, Italy, reputedly one of the most haunted cities of the world. How will they cope with the terror?
No, I'm scared.
Will they make it to the end of the night?
I think I need to leave now. You sure? Yeah, sure. Okay. Definitely sure. Alright, definitely sure.
And if they do, will they ever be the same again?
I was so scared, I couldn't move.
The Italian island of Sicily has always been famous for its dead. But we're not talking mafia hits here, we're talking ghosts. The island's capital, Palermo, is reputedly one of the world's most haunted cities. A very spooky place for Yvette and her trusty Hackney cab to go ghost hunting with a very special guest.
Live at 5 on 4, it's Paul O'Grady.
Paul O'Grady is without doubt one of the UK's best loved entertainers.
Dear Paul, do you still share your bed with animals? Oh, please. If this was Sweden, you know what I mean? I got locked up for that.
Whether wearing trousers or a frock.
If your sex life is boring, try using toys. Oh, I can't wait to walk around the house with Cindy hanging out my arse.
Paul O'Grady's never lost for words or a quick, witty retort.
If there's anybody here,
Until now.
Why am I tongue-tied? Can you show us a sign?
Paul is going to spend the night with fellow Liverpudlians, Atomic Kitten's Natasha Hamilton,
and the truth is that we'll never know where love will flow.
I think all of us being Scousers, we're up for a laugh. You know, we're definitely going to have a good time. But I think, you know, if strange going-ons do happen, we will definitely all pull together.
Brookside, West End and film actress, feisty Jennifer Ellison.
What are you looking at, you ugly fuck? No, I think we're gonna have a scream in both ways.
And fellow Brookside actor and general all-round fit bloke, Philip Olivier.
Into the night sky. What an absolutely mammoth release there.
I think the good connection is that we know each other. We're friends, you know. But the other thing as well, we had the brief last night, is none of us, no matter what, can say, calm down. So we're going to try and leave that out.
The fact that we're all from Liverpool, I don't think... I'm not anyway, I'm from Birkenhead, so I'm a woolly back from over the water. But I don't think the fact that we're from Liverpool is going to make a difference. It doesn't matter if we're all from Poland. I think if something appears, it's every man for himself, regardless to where we're from.
The gang are going to join up with Yvette Fielding and visit 3 of Palermo's scariest locations to search for ghosts, ghouls and things that generally go bump in the night.
Are you nervous then?
I'm not nervous yet, but as soon as we go into the dark,
That's it.
that's it.
Are you nervous, Phil?
I'm like a kid on Christmas Eve.
I've sort of got mixed feelings, mate. I'm looking
Yeah, I'm
forward to it
excited.
and I'm not.
I hope something happens.
I don't want to see anything. I'm freaking out. I want to see No, I am freaking out. I
You're
don't
not
want to
freaking
see...
out.
I am.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, okay,
Andiamo! Get in!
Come
no!
on, basta. Come along, please, my party.
Right, let's go ghost hunting.
Come on. Get in.
Thank you. Welcome. Let's go ghost hunting.
Nice. I'm sort of open-minded about ghosts. I've never seen one. I want something to appear smack bang in front of me and go, ooh, then I'll believe, because I'll shit myself. No, I'm scared. And I'll be like Roadrunner gone. That'll be it. We'll be hanging about.
I will not be afraid to let people know that I am scared. I will scream, cry, take fits, take tantrums. I will be petrified, and I'm not afraid to let people know that.
I like to be surrounded surrounded by people, his friends, loved ones.
If there's anyone here, can you please tap Natasha on the
Oh, don't be saying that. So once I'm locked away in the dark on my own, I think I'm just going to lose the plot, and I may even cry.
I don't want to go.
Been given a bit of the bravado, you know. Yeah, I'm not bothered a ghost. If I seen a ghost, I'd be out of there in about 2 seconds flat. I'd be pushing them out the way, never mind.
Watching these wusses as they go ghost hunting is Professor of Psychology and Body Language expert Geoffrey Beattie.
I'll be looking very closely at all of the verbal and non-verbal behaviour of Paul and his friends to work out what kind of people they are, what's the relationship between them. Now this is Paul O'Grady and friends, but they're not necessarily friends with a lot of shared experiences. So it'll be fascinating seeing how they manage to bond together in the kinds of situations they're going to find themselves in, or fail to bond. Now I've had the chance to do some psychological profiles of all 4 of them, and those results are absolutely fascinating. They're all extreme extroverts. They need people. How are they going to cope when they're on their own? I also know that some of them really believe in ghosts, some of them don't. So what kind of conflict is going to arise because of that?
Make it move.
That was my chair. I'm
Put your hands down and shut it. Make the table move.
It's my job to find out.
First up tonight is the chilling Carini Castle. Built in 1075, this castle is legendary due to a double murder that took place here in December 1563. The Baroness of the castle, Laura Lanza, and her lover Ludovico were slain when their secret affair was revealed to Laura's father, Don Cesar. To avenge the shame it brought on the family, he stabbed his daughter and her lover to death. Legend has it that the ghosts of those involved in this violent murder still haunt the castle to this very day. The mark of Laura's bloody handprint is said to grace the wall of the very room in which she was murdered. And it is these troubled ghosts that our hunters are hoping to find.
Come on, everybody out!
Hang on, bloody hell, we're not Jack the Post.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carini Castle. It's an 11th century castle. It's steeped in a bloody history. There are bloody handprints on the wall connected to a murder. There are footsteps heard running around the whole castle, and it's incredibly haunted.
Can I ask a question?
You can.
What are we doing going in there?
Because this is what we're here for, Jennifer. You all happy?
Yes.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on.
Taxi.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh no!
The first room to be investigated tonight is known as the Great Hall.
This is the Great Hall. Now, over in the corner is an oubliette. An oubliette means in French forgotten. Many people would be thrown down that hole where they would have been forgotten. Normally head first, so hopefully their neck would break on the way down. But a lot of people, they didn't have that pleasure. They're actually thrown down there and they were forgotten. Should we do a little bit of calling out in here?
Definitely.
Yeah? Shall we see? Everybody please keep your feet still. If there's anybody here, any spirit person, please can you make a noise? I'm calling out to any spirit people that may have lived in this castle or died in this castle. If you're here, come towards us, walk towards us, let us hear your footsteps or your moans or your cries. Did you hear that? Oh! Don't freak.
Up there.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Get it. I did
Okay,
hear
that's
sort
not,
of.
that's...
Let's ask again and see if we get it again.
It was a moan.
It was a cry.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Did you hear like a moan?
I don't want to hear it.
Clearly alarmed by the noise, Jennifer is trying to convince herself that it is from the living as opposed to the dead.
There's
Someone
not.
else in another room.
No, there isn't.
is,
Jennifer, there isn't. There isn't. There isn't. You can go check if you like.
I'll go and check. I'll check.
Why
Go and check. Go and check. Go and check.
In pain?
In order to be sure that the sounds they are hearing are not coming from the living, Phil bravely checks for possible hidden crew members in the areas around the Great Hall.
I definitely heard that noise though, and I'm a very big skeptic. There is no one here.
However, Jennifer is still convinced that the noises are man-made.
There was a whale.
There was.
Yeah.
I actually want to cry.
Someone upstairs.
There's no at any point, if any of you want to check.
No, I think it's upstairs. I think someone's
Jennifer.
upstairs.
It sounded like it was over from there.
We did.
Oh,
we all did. Yeah, we did.
Where did you hear
The
it from?
first one came that way. Like, it sounded like it was right over there.
I'm sorry.
That was good. That was good.
I'm sorry.
That's good, phenomenal. Yeah, but listen.
That sounds like a girl.
No, keep still because we could get it to come closer.
Seriously, guys, back home, there's no one here. And there's no way out apart from the way we come, so unless they jumped out the window and said so.
With the return of Phil, Jennifer's fears, as opposed to her suspicions, are realised.
Did you hear it up there?
Definitely a man.
I heard a moan, that's why I went and checked it out. Unless they're really fast and they're not out. There's only one way in there.
you've been gone.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
Well, let's call out and see one last time. There's nobody up there. You happy with the fact there's no one up there?
Yeah, and there's only one way up there.
Nice. Go on then. Do your stuff.
All the spirits in this castle, please come closer to us. Come closer, please. If there is a lady present here, I know you are. Cry out again. It's good, that, isn't it?
That's weird.
That's
Yeah,
good.
That's defo. It sounds like a child.
It's high pitched. It's like
Is it?
Yeah.
no, it's high pitched again from the same place.
This is really good.
Outside in the taxi, Professor Jeffrey Beattie is studying our ghost hunting novices with interest.
From a psychological point of view, of course, first responses are sometimes extremely interesting. Look at how extreme Jennifer's responses actually are.
Don't freak.
Now, she's in fact the most emotionally volatile member of the group, but there's more to her behaviour than that. She doesn't try to inhibit her behaviour in any way. She doesn't care who she frightens through her responses. Look at Natasha's response to her. Now, Natasha is a much more sensitive individual. She wouldn't respond in the same kind of way as that. And Paul's also pretty emotionally volatile, but he's not a believer in the afterlife or in spirits in the same way that Jennifer is. So although he might be subject to extreme fear responses, he's very in control here, he's very guarded here. And Philip's the one who goes off in search of the thing that made the noise. Why does he do that? Because of his underlying personality. He's someone who cares about how other people feel. And even though he's an extreme extrovert and doesn't really like going off on his own, he's prepared to do it for Jennifer.
I'll go and check. I'll check.
Go and check. Go and check.
And this is just the opening few moments of the ghost hunt. The big question is this going to be predictive of what we see all night? Is Jennifer going to freak like this throughout a very, very long evening?
Back inside the castle, Yvette is ready to start the ghost hunt proper.
Are you ready to go to the next place? Are you ready to start this night?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah.
I think I need a taxi.
You don't need the taxi.
Come on, let's go out this way.
But it's fascinating, not, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's mad.
Weird.
Isn't
I
it?
gave me goosebumps the first time I heard it.
Yeah.
The next area to be investigated is believed to be the room where the murder of Laura Lanza, the Baroness of Carini, took place, and where her bloody handprint is said to appear on the wall. However, being the mistress of the macabre and a bit mischievous to boot, Yvette has a surprise up her sleeve.
Right, we're going to go and do what I call a Scooby-Doo. We're going to go and investigate completely on our own and see where we go.
Nice.
All right?
This is what it's about.
Yeah. 4 of us
Okay.
will do that.
4 of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 5 of us.
I know. So, one of you
Don't leave me on my
is
own.
going to stay in this room completely on their own.
Yeah.
And I want you to choose who it's going to be. Paul, I'd like you to make the decision.
Who's up for it, girls, then?
Not me.
Jennifer.
Not me, but I'm not saying anything. I know I'm going to get left on you.
You want to see something?
Come on, leave me on my own, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not quite ready yet.
Leave me on my own, yeah.
Okay, if the rest of you just want to walk out of that door, what I want you to do is I want you to come and stand over here and put your hand on this wall,
Okay.
completely in the dark. You'll be given a night vision camera and you'll be on your own. Okay? Good.
Okay.
For the first few moments, keep your hand on the wall. Don't forget to call out, but then walk around this room and ask her to come closer to you. Good luck.
With the lights out, Jennifer attempts to make contact with the ghost of Laura. Badly.
Okay. Laura, if you're in here, I'm here and, you know, I'm here to help, not to help you, but I understand what you're going through. Well, not what you're going through, but come on, just talk to me, let me know that you're here.
Coming up, Paul's nerves are tested.
It's me. Now you'll give me asses, huh?
Jenny starts seeing things.
Oh my god, there's a shadow on the wall.
And all hell breaks out in Carini Castle.
Are you nervous then?
Tonight, Paul O'Grady and his Merseyside mates, Jennifer Ellison, Natasha Hamilton and Philip Olivier, have come to the city of Palermo on the Italian island of Sicily to go ghost hunting with Yvette Fielding. The group are currently investigating the very creepy Carini Castle on the outskirts of the city. They have already heard what they believe to be the cries of Laura Lanza, a baroness of the castle who was murdered with her lover in the 16th century.
What's up with there?
Yvette is now leading the group to the first floor of the castle in search of more evidence of spooks.
Is there anybody here?
This is the way to the other.
Are there any spirit people here? There are. Please make a noise.
However, Jennifer is looking to make contact with the spirits all on her lonesome in the very room where Laura is believed to have been stabbed to death.
If there's any spirits, if Laura's here, can you please let me know? Oh my god, I can hear a woman scream. Laura, if that's your scream, then please, please let me know that you're there. You've got nothing at all to be afraid of.
Back on the first floor, Yvette, Phil, Natasha and Paul are becoming increasingly tense.
It's me. Now you'll give me asses, huh? Jesus. Oh, gosh.
I have never screamed like a day in my life until now. Oh my god. My arms bad.
The blowing of Paul's nose has broken the tension felt by the group, but it doesn't disguise the fact that there are now other unexplained noises following Yvette and the guys.
Was that you then?
What?
Did you just do that? Did you hear that? Did you go?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not in the habit of going.
I don't know, but I just thought, you know, just check.
Did you realise that?
Yeah, I did.
I had a big food
Did you in there?
In there.
upstairs. If there isn't upstairs. That'd be Jennifer. Hi,
If there's anybody here, please make a noise.
Back in the bloody hand room,
Oh, I can definitely hear voices,
Jennifer's not only hearing things, she's starting to see things as well.
Oh my god, there's a shadow on the wall. I can feel a presence in the room.
Keeping a watchful eye on events within the castle from the safety of the taxi parked outside is Professor Geoffrey Beattie.
It's interesting the way that the group's divided at this point. Paul selected Jennifer to be on her own, and I don't think it's because he's a sadist that he wants her to suffer in this dark room on her own. I think it's because that she's potentially a negative influence on the group. She's not in the business of inhibiting her fear responses, and I think that will make the group more frightened. That's why he's decided that she should go off on her own.
Jennifer.
Not me, but I'm not saying anything. I know I'm going to get left on me.
Her behaviour is very interesting now because it's not as dramatic as what it was when she was with the group.
Oh my God, I made a woman scream. Laura, if that's your scream, then please let me know that you're there.
And the reason it's not so dramatic is she's not inviting the others to witness it and to look after her as a consequence. Now, it's fascinating, of course, the way that tension builds up within a group, and sometimes you need a very small thing to spark off laughter. Paul blows his nose, Natasha jumps, and they all fall about laughing.
It's me. Now you'll give me asses, huh? Jesus.
Psychologically, what is all that about? And laughter is a very bonding human emotional expression. It's a way of saying we're all on the same plane, unconsciously we're all together. So what we've got now is a very tight group of 3, all laughing together, and Jennifer off on her own, not being as dramatic as she was a few minutes ago.
It's so weird because I can't be in the presence of someone. I'm not afraid. Normally, I'd be petrified here on my own, but I feel totally safe.
Feeling totally safe, crouched in a corner, Jennifer believes she spent enough time on her own and goes to find the others.
Who's in here with us?
No, that was something. That was a chair moving. Yeah.
Is there anyone here?
Phil is now desperate to find a logical answer to the unnerving noises.
That's the ultimate.
Unfortunately for him, he can't find them.
Make a noise or do something.
The only person doing anything is Jennifer, and she's now just arrived back from the bloody hand room.
I felt so at ease in there. I kept on hearing a whistling noise, and I felt a presence. It wasn't a bad spirit. It's not a bad spirit that was in there.
Good, that's really good. I think you've been very brave going on your own.
With the group reunited, Yvette proudly leads them back outside towards the next spooky challenge.
Do you remember when we first walked in to the castle?
Yeah.
And I mentioned to you that there was an oubliette.
Yeah.
This is a place where people were thrown down there, they were left to die. These places are very haunted, very, very haunted. Okay, so I want you to pick 2 people to go down the oubliette. We've got professional potholers, you're going to be lowered down.
Well, I don't mind going. Do you fancy it?
Yeah, go on,
No.
All right then, the boys, follow me. Ladies, stay out here, please.
All right, girl. If you need screams, get in here.
I want to go down. I don't.
The oubliette is located in the Great Hall. While the lords of Carini Castle entertained in this opulent space, a mere 16 feet below them lay those who had literally fallen from favour. This human hellhole was used as a torture chamber. Those who didn't die from being thrown down into the chasm would then be left without food and water to die, forgotten. On hand to lower Paul and Phil into the dark depth of this pit is the Sicilian Mountain Rescue Service. Once inside, Paul and Phil will be left entombed in this cavernous void with no way out.
See ya. Right.
Just need to let yourself go, I think.
I'm letting myself go, but I'm wedged here like Tinkerbell on ropes.
No, basta, è già passato.
Go on, fella, blow me down.
Okay. Comincia a calare piano.
Go on.
Piano piano.
Basta! Well done, Dooney Hoops.
Calapiano.
I'll die if they'll piss off and leave. Leave, we'll see.
See you in a bit, Paul. I feel like Indiana Jones.
I know.
Outside, Yvette, keen that the girls don't miss out, has lined up a little temple of doom of their very own.
Right then, the boys are all settled. No screaming yet. Are you happy to go off in a cold, dark, damp, dank, claustrophobic place?
Yeah, go on.
Happy for that?
Yeah, we'll have a go.
Right, follow me. Come on.
Go.
She's taking them to Carini's second oubliette. Located in a part of the castle built later than the original 11th century structure, this oubliette was used for the very same purpose as the first: death and misery. This pit is haunted by the spirit of an aggressive male. Once again, the Sicilian Mountain Rescue Service are on hand to lower our beauties into the lair of the beast.
Natasha, it's horrible!
I cannot believe we're doing this.
Bye, bye, bye.
There she is.
Oh God. Down. Touchdown.
Once our Merseysiders have touched down in their respective deathly tombs, the Sicilian Mountain Rescuers, anticipating what's about to happen, quickly get out, put on the lids, and leave.
Okay. Is it anybody here?
If anyone's here, make a sound.
I'm about to throw a stone. Okay? No,
They're not playing.
they're not, no.
I tell you what, I'm glad I'm down here with you. I wouldn't want to be
Go with James.
I wouldn't want to be. Wait, that's good.
Where are you?
Oh, alright, don't scream that much though, because I'll myself.
If there's anyone here, can you please tap Natasha on the
No,
neck?
don't be saying that. No, let's not tap each other. Don't forget you're filming.
Oh, sorry. This is weird. Do you know why? Because I think of all the people who've been killed.
Okay, I was thinking about sunbathing on the beach.
Hello? Elash? If there's any spirits, anyone who's been killed in this room. What the hell was that?
It's me. I walked into the wall.
Over in the other oubliette, Paul is realising the sense of hopelessness these dark pits hold.
You know, we're sat here trapped. Like, if that lot all went now, we'd be we'd have to spend the night here. Christ.
Don't mess.
What's up?
Did you throw that then?
No.
Didn't you?
No, on my mother's grave.
Are you no?
I swear, on my life, I didn't chuck it. Honestly, Phil.
Alright, well that's something.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. I'm not messing.
Did something get chucked?
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah. Well, you heard it then.
I did, but I thought it was you stood on the stone.
If there's any spirits here, I'm a big skeptic, so please do something.
Making a career out of being a skeptic is Professor Jeffrey Beattie.
It's very interesting seeing how the boys and the girls are coping differently in this particular situation. The boys are very quiet about the whole situation, very vigilant, watching what might be coming at them, allowing their imaginations to wander a little bit. But it's interesting that Paul doesn't talk about paranormal kinds of things, but the fear of being kind of locked in there.
You know, we're sat here trapped. Like, if that lot all went now, we'd be
The girls, on the other hand, are very different. Jennifer has got very loud again, and you can see that that's frightening Natasha enormously. It's very scary to be with someone who's not controlling their fear responses in any way.
Where are you?
Oh, alright, don't scream that much though, because I'll myself.
Jennifer is the constant reminder that this is a frightening, very fearful situation.
I'm actually stood up against the wall, as you can see. It's a hole, look. Jen, what are you doing? Now, who's that?
Hello?
Following the incidents of the hole and the strange noise, Jennifer and Natasha quickly composed themselves.
God.
But for how long?
As I was saying before, we freaked out.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. Stop it.
Right, listen.
Let us out. Guys, let us out. Open the door. No, we're not. I want to get out. That's it. I've had enough. I'm out.
Coming up, Jenny's getting down with the spooks.
Hello, it's a ghost.
Natasha has second thoughts.
Don't know if I can.
Shut your eyes, Tash.
Shut your eyes. Come on.
No,
Come on.
I definitely can't. I've got to go. I've got to go. No, I can't.
And Paul goes on a rant.
Vicious, vindictive, malevolent, nasty, bitter, twisted, lonely old woman.
King of daytime, Paul O'Grady, has brought a bunch of Scouse chums to the island of Sicily to team up with the Queen of Nighttime, Yvette Fielding. They're currently hunting for ghosts in the very creepy Carini Castle. Yvette has split the group of 4 into pairs in order to investigate 2 former torture chambers set deep inside the castle. So far, Paul and Phil have been coping relatively well.
Don't fucking mess.
What's up?
Did you throw that then?
No.
Didn't you?
No, on my mother's grave.
Are you shitting me? No.
I swear, on my life, I didn't chuck it.
Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for Natasha and Jennifer. Believing a noise they heard was the voice of a malevolent spirit, the girls have whipped each other into a frenzy and want out.
I want to get out. That's it. I've had enough. I'm out. Please.
Are you alright, Tash?
No way. I'm not having that. I'm not having. What was that?
It was like that, didn't it?
Oh my God. Hello? Guys? Hello? Please let us out. Because I'm crying now. Oh my God, what was that?
You going out?
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm gonna stay.
I'm going.
I'm staying.
With a brave Jennifer deciding to go it alone against the Phantom of the Pit, Natasha promptly hot-foots it out of there, aided by a very conscientious, smiley mountain rescue man in a hat.
Something growled at us. Really? Oh, it was awful.
Back with Paul and Phil, the lack of ghostly goings-on have resulted in the quality of the conversation taking a turn for the worse.
I mean, it must have been fucking awful that was to be shut down here. That's if you survived before, which I doubt very much.
I know,
Unless
exactly.
you were pissed. No, fuck that. You bang your head on there. Listen to our language and this is going on. We're terribly sorry, viewers, if you're watching and we're swearing. But you swear and all if you've thrown down a bloody hole in Sicily.
I'm gutted, you know.
Well, I am really.
There's no orbs.
Nothing. No, there's no's happening. Can we come out, please, for boards?
Having come to the conclusion that the ghosts in their oubliette are a tad shy, Paul and Phil decide there is better conversation to be had elsewhere and head towards the taxi and Jeffrey Beattie.
We're chatting like casually, like we're looking at a flat. Oh, look, there's condensation on the walls. He said, do with the damp course here.
Meanwhile, in her oubliette, Jennifer is finding that the supposed ghosts are anything but shy.
There's definitely something in here. Oh my God, what's this? Oh, this is messed up. Oh, look at me, what's there? Hello, it's oh, I'm messing with the things I shouldn't be messing with here. I just want to stay in this corner.
While Jennifer battles through her fear in the oubliette, outside in the taxi, Paul is fessing up with regards to his own fear.
Inside you were terrified, Paul?
In the tomb I was terrified.
You were terrified?
But I wasn't. I thought, I'm not going to show it, and I'm not going to let it get the better of me. So when we were chucking stones, I was sitting there thinking, please don't throw the stone back. Please don't throw the stone.
I thought you were being big bravados.
No.
Oh, yeah, we'll chuck a stone.
But Philip, could you tell that Paul was terrified?
No, that's what I'm saying.
So
and
you
and
were
he
kind of
couldn't
taken in by it, were you?
Yeah, I was taken in, and it made me a
Really?
lot more comfortable, yeah.
You see, Phil said, somebody's just thrown a stone. Now, if the house brick had levitated in front of it, I said, no, you're imagining that. So I said, no, you've just stood on that.
Back inside the castle, Natasha has also opted to leave the oubliette, leaving Jennifer all on her lonesome. And it looks like she won't be staying there too much longer.
There's definitely something in here and it's freaking me. Right out. Can you let me out?
With Jennifer finally out of the oubliette, Yvette gathers the gang together before they move on to the next scary location.
How are you feeling then, since coming out of the hole?
I feel a lot better now I'm outside, but that was absolutely awful experience.
So you wouldn't go back there and do it again?
No, not in a million
That's
years.
I was going to ask you to go back down there on your own. I'm only joking. Oh, here she comes. How they come. The screamer.
We have experienced ghosts.
How
Have you listened
horrible was
back
that?
to it?
Yeah, you can hear
You
it.
gutted. Look at you. You experienced a growl.
No,
That's what you said. It wasn't a growl.
It was like that, wasn't
Okay.
it?
Was it? I thought it was
Okay, so you got some. And you
Yeah,
were
that
gutted.
kind of-
Yeah.
You're absolutely gutted that you didn't get anything.
We chucked stones, didn't we? We sat there. There was a cold spot.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Oh,
interesting.
no, in fact, there was the sound of the rock.
Well, Phil said, oh, did you chuck that? And I said, no. And I thought, I refuse to believe something's chucked.
This has just been the beginning. All right? What you are about to experience is really horrific. You game? You game?
Always.
I
Your
think we
game.
frightened this lot of here off.
All right, but you really need to get some evidence, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm going to take you to a place where you two are going to scream.
I hope so.
You're going to scream,
been
and
a
you're
long time.
going to
We'll
pass.
scream even more.
You're going to pass out. Come on, let me take you to the
Unless
next
you put me in a
place.
coffin with a stiff. That's how it's the
The next port of call on this evening's ghostly extravaganza is the magnificent Teatro Massimo, one of the largest opera houses in Italy. It took a full 22 years to build and finally opened in 1896. It has 7 tiers of boxes rising up and around, which creates one of Europe's grandest theatrical spectacles. Significantly, the Massimo was built on the site of a convent. Remains of the original walls of the nunnery can still be seen in the theatre's basement. Legend has it that the Mother Superior of the religious order was so incensed that a house belonging to God was to be demolished and replaced by a house of song and dance that she cursed the building, vowing that it would never be completed. To this day, the theatre is not fully finished, and it's believed that any attempts to complete the Massimo will always be met by an angry response from the ghost of the Mother Superior. And it is to search out the spirit of this nun that Yvette has brought Paul O'Grady and friends to this magnificent theatre.
Up the stairs, up the stairs. All will be revealed once we get inside. Isn't this an amazing place?
Oh, it's beautiful.
And this is just the entrance hall. But we're not here for the architecture, of course. We're here for the ghosts. Now, apparently, there is a ghost of a very evil woman that lurks in this building. And she's done harm. She's actually done harm to people. It's been recorded.
Physical harm?
Yeah, physical harm. I'll show you that in a bit. This is certainly somewhere that a lot of people have seen things, they've witnessed things. Guests and staff have all reported ghostly happenings and apparitions and poltergeist activity on a regular basis. So, let's go and have a look.
Come on.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go this way.
Taking note of the group's reactions to the Massimo is Professor Jeffrey Beattie.
This is a very different situation. In the oubliette, it was all down to the power of their imaginations, imagining things that may or may not be there. But now Yvette's given them a single focused thought to think about. A woman capable of doing physical harm. And look at the way that Jennifer and Paul interrupt.
She's actually done harm to people. It's been recorded.
Physical harm?
Yeah, physical harm.
As soon as physical harm's mentioned, you can see how significant that is to the group. And I think the group will be much more sensitive to the micro gestures in each other, because they're all thinking about exactly the same thing. So any small fear responses will be amplified now throughout the group.
Back inside the Teatro Massimo, Yvette is leading Paul and the rest of the gang up to the 4th floor of the theatre. They're going to an area abandoned since a worker fell through the floor and was very badly injured. He reported the sensation of being pushed and believes it was the spirit of the nun that is said to haunt this place that was to blame. Since then, he and his colleagues have refused to enter this area of the theatre.
Follow me. So this is where the gentleman was working from above and was pushed and fell down. And all the workmen that work here are terrified of this spirit. They really are. So, do you fancy doing a séance here?
Yes, please.
With all the lights off and see what we get? Okay, everybody sit down. Find a space that you're comfortable with. Okay, you ready? Can we turn the lights off? Now, please.
Coming up, Paul is losing his rag.
Make the table move. Make it move.
That was my chair. I'm
Put your hands down and shut it. Make the table move.
Jenny screaming again. And a slightly worried Phil goes native.
Are there any spirit people with us?
Ciao.
Tonight, Paul O'Grady and friends Jennifer Ellison, Philip Olivier and Natasha Hamilton have come to the Italian city of Palermo to search for ghosts and ghouls with the queen of all things scary, Yvette Fielding. They have already investigated a creepy castle where Jennifer and Natasha were convinced they heard a ghost.
We have experienced ghosts.
And where Paul and Phil put on brave faces when forced to call out to spirits while sitting in an underground chamber.
Don't fucking mess.
What's up?
Did you throw that then?
No.
Didn't you?
No, on my mother's grave. You see, Phil said somebody's just thrown a stone. Now, if the house brick had levitated in front of it, I said, no, you're imagining that. So I said, no, you've just stood on that.
They're currently conducting a seance in Palermo's Teatro Massimo Opera House in an attempt to make contact with the supposed ghost of a violent nun which is said to haunt this place.
If there are any spirit people here now, any astral beings, Mother Superior, are you here? If there is a lady, please come towards us. Make your presence known. If you don't like us here, if you don't like what we're doing in your house, please come towards us. Oh, is that you? Was that you?
Called that table line.
That was you, wasn't it?
I jumped, yeah. But I don't know if I moved the I don't think I moved the table. I think there's something behind me though from down there.
Wait.
Oh, fuck. Hear that?
Buonasera, madre.
Hear that? That
Yeah, I can. He was like a dolphin. Say, yeah.
Buonasera, madre. ¿Cómo está?
Fuck's sake.
What's the matter? What's the matter? Oh, shh! Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I can't hear.
I'll sit here. You're all right.
I know. We have to be more quiet now.
I can't breathe properly. Is anyone have gone? I can't breathe properly. I don't know if it's because I'm freaking out.
I told you she wouldn't like you because you're an actress. You're an ex-kid.
Ready?
I'm sat here like that.
She dug her hand into me. I've almost got stigmata. Did you hear that, madre? Stigmata. You know what that is?
My feet.
Where's everybody's
Nice.
feet?
Get your hand on here and don't start squawking. Do you hear me? Yeah, it's me fuss.
Right.
It won't happen to you. Seriously.
Right, let's concentrate. Get the energy
Come here.
going, flowing right round the table.
Nice.
Come towards us.
The bell.
It's outside.
I've just seen a flashing light behind.
Please something's behind me again.
What was that? What was that?
Shh. Go and have a look. Go and have a look. Go and have a look.
Having heard strange noises around the seance table, the ever-inquisitive Phil checks out the surrounding area for logical explanations.
Get back to the table. Get back to the table.
Get back to the table.
And not for the first time tonight, he returns to the rest of the group none the wiser.
Where you going?
When our plans were stopping.
I know. We've got to
I know, we have to carry on now. No more screaming or leaping. Do you hear? No more. Yeah.
It's happened to me so
Ready?
far.
You'll be all right now.
Let's
Nice.
listen and just
Nice. Start again, Emma.
Sorry.
Please, if there is somebody here, a spirit person here, please move this table. Move this table. Make it move. Put your hands flat on the table, slightly put it
Come on, make the table move. Make the table move, we'll leave you alone. Oh, Mother of Christ.
Make the table move. Make the table move.
Oh my God, I'm freaking.
Make the table move, it's moving. Make the table move, please.
Hear that scream?
Come on, I know it's a cheap parlour trick, but do it for us. Make the table move. Make the table move.
Keep going, Paul. Keep going.
Make the table move, please. Make the table move!
Who the fuck's moving that?
Make it move.
Woo!
That was my chair. I'm
Put your hands down and shut it. Make the table move. No.
She's got a clap on me now because she shouted at me.
She's delighted I shouted at you. There's an actress here, madre, and a singer, and a young actor, all disgracing what you stand for.
Now, Paul's always been the leader of the group, but I think his leadership role is changing quite dramatically at this point. He's talking in Italian to the spirits.
Buonasera, madre. Come sta?
It's about him taking charge, about him taking control. Because if you're in control of a situation, you can do things to avoid certain very, very negative things.
That was my chair. I'm
Put your hands down and shut it.
Now, at the moment, all he's doing is he's taking control of the group that he can see. But of course, there are other things in the room as well, the spirits he can see. So it'll be fascinating seeing if he tries to take charge of those as well. Because people who take this route to deal with fear often try to control everything and not just the obvious things.
Come on, make this table move. Now, make the table move. A woman of Christ, she can't lift a table. Well, please. Vicious, vindictive, malevolent, nasty, bitter, twisted, lonely old woman. Come on, make the table move.
Hear that? I heard that sigh.
Did you? That sounded like a woman going.
Yeah, it did.
I don't think she likes us very much.
So that's a freak stuff. I got freaked out there.
Right, come on, because we need to move on. Can we have the lights up, please, now? Okay, everybody, what did you think to that?
Well, I can't move the table, I'm telling you now.
It could have been me, but I'm telling you now, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
And that's what
It
I'm here
wasn't
for,
me.
to be proven
It
wrong.
wasn't
So,
me.
what do we think it is?
I don't
Don't
know.
know.
I don't know.
It went very cold, and there was an awful. I mean, there was less tension in the Middle East, put it that way, because it got quite tense. Did you feel it?
Yeah.
Like really tense, I thought at one stage. Like I think we can get punching a minute.
I just think next time we do it, we need to focus. 'Cause
Yeah.
every time we keep getting freaked out, stopping, and then it kind of dies down. We
Exactly.
need to build the momentum to get more things
Exactly
happening.
right. Well, listen.
Sorry, it's my fault because I just keep freaking out. But I've had loads of things happen to me, so...
Yeah, well, it is scary if I
Yeah.
got...
Yeah, well, listen,
Stop it,
nothing's going to happen to
someone's
us, okay?
behind me,
Nothing's going to happen to us. We're in a controlled environment here, so let's just try and keep focused.
With the seance at an end, Yvette decides it's time to leave the Massimo and head to the next spooky location.
Drag me with it.
The third location in this evening's ghost hunt is undoubtedly the most horrific setting of the night. A place that even the experienced Yvette is not looking forward to. Set just outside the walls of Palermo Old Town and lying beneath the Capuchin Monastery is the Catacombs. This place houses the grotesque remains of around 8,000 men, women and children. Although the concept of burial within a catacomb is pretty alien to us today, it is less so in Mediterranean countries and is looked upon as a little more than just another form of burial. The Capuchin catacombs date back to 1599, when the local priest mummified a holy monk and put him on display for all to see.
No, I'm scared.
In time, the locals wanted their relatives remembered in the same way. Soon there were hundreds of corpses. Some of the deceased wrote into wills details of specific clothes that they would like to be buried in.
I can't, I've got to go now, can't.
The walls are now adorned with the mummified corpses of silently screaming priests, professors, military officers, virgins and children. It was the corpse of a little girl that was the last body to be interned here. The remains of 2-year-old Rosalia Lombardo was placed in the catacombs in 1920, and today her body lies remarkably intact. The undisclosed method for her embalming was invented by a doctor in Palermo, who took the secret with him when he died. It is only known it was based on the injections of chemicals. Rosalia still appears so lifelike that the locals have dubbed her Sleeping Beauty. Her angelic calmness is believed to hide the troubles of her tormented soul. Rosalia is just one of the many departed entombed here who are said to haunt this place. People have reported the sound of a child crying and voices of adults in conversation, as well as bodies moving, and people say they have also seen eerie shadows floating before them. This place is truly horrendous, and no one can deny this is spooky by any standard. And it is to this place Yvette has brought Paul O'Grady and his friends.
These are the catacombs. Basically, they are long corridors filled with embalmed bodies. Some of them hanging on the wall, some of them in coffins. The earliest body that was embalmed here was a monk in 1599, and the latest body to be embalmed was a young 2-year-old girl in 1920.
I just think, dead people should be laid to rest, not gawped at by a load of ghost hunters.
Absolutely. No, we agree. But no one has ever come here and done an investigation before like this.
Don't forget also, it's not like we've invaded a tomb.
No.
People come here on a
This is a
regular
tourist
basis.
attraction,
It's a
yeah.
tourist attraction.
Will it make you feel any better if I go down first?
Go on then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that now.
Coming up, the catacombs claim their first surprising victim.
It was just all the rows of them, and it's just such a shock. I am terrified.
Natasha struggles to cope.
Shut your eyes, Tash.
Shut your eyes. Come on, come on.
No, I definitely can't. I've got to go now, can't.
And things get freaky for all concerned. Tonight, Yvette Fielding is ghost hunting with Paul O'Grady and his friends. They've just arrived at Palermo's terrifying Capuchin catacombs, where Yvette volunteered to check out the underground corridors of death.
Will it make you feel any better if I go down first?
in order to appease the very reluctant Jennifer Ellison. However, even Yvette, a veteran of over 200 ghost hunts, is not prepared for the horrors that await her. This place is the most horrific location she has ever witnessed. As her initial shock turns to tears, Yvette has to be comforted before being brought to the taxi and Professor Jeffrey Beattie.
Was there anything in particular that sparked you off?
It was just all the rows of them, and it's just such a shock, you know, to see all those faces, and it's just it's horrible. And normally, you know, I've got to be all hard and everything, and I will be. It's just the initial shock of seeing that.
Still waiting upstairs, Paul is starting to wonder what all the fuss is about.
Look, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go down and have a look. All right?
Yeah.
I'll be back in a sec.
But as he enters the catacombs, Paul realises this trip to Sicily will be no holiday.
Oh, this isn't right. Oh, I'm sorry, this isn't Blackpool. Oh, my good God. Oh, please. Look at the babies. Look at this child. Oh, sweetheart, you should be buried. This is just not right.
And then seeing the babies, you know, in the coffin. That's upsetting.
Are you still up for taking them down there?
Oh yeah, I have to. Can't let them know that I'm feeling like absolutely terrified. I'm terrified. I've been dreading it all day, and I think I've made it in such a huge thing. And then seeing those babies in the coffin has just upset me.
Look at these. I know him. Anyway, I mean, look, there's mummy and daddy and baby. Look. But look at the way the child's hung. Oh, I'm so sorry. And yet, perversely, it's really peaceful. What's in here? He's got a moustache. He's got flesh. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, this isn't right. Look at this child. Oh, you poor little thing. Oh, that's not right. Oh, that's shocking. Oh my God. I found this very... I mean, look at her. Like you could pick her up. Oh, look at her little face. Oh, you poor little thing. It's not right. Look at them kids. Shitting on.
Shocked and upset, Paul opts to join Yvette in the taxi with Jeffrey Beattie.
What really freaked me out was the little girl who's sort of preserved from the 20s. She didn't frighten me in the slightest.
No, it was just
It was
upsetting.
just the sadness of seeing her, and you think, you shouldn't be here. You should be in a nice little grave of flowers. It's dreadful.
So it's like...
It's the Elephant Man.
Yeah, and there's no privacy even in death here.
No. I apologise. I'm going around saying, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
You know. Did you see Rosalia, the little girl?
Yeah, and that's what got me. I felt very claustrophobic, and I felt that just seeing those kiddies, that's what upset, except for exactly the same reasons you.
Jesus.
I just thought, this is not right. This is
No,
just
this
the
is not
whole
right.
thing is
It's
not right.
just not a dignified place.
No.
No.
I think the shock hits you, and I think now it's kind of like, you know, for me, I want to go down because according to our medium, you know, there are spirits down there that need help. They don't want to be there, and I think that, you know, we should go down and help
It's
them.
that poor child.
I know.
You know, because
I know.
I knelt down, you know, and sort of just looked at the glass, and I thought, you're looking at me thinking, it's just the hopelessness of life,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
that this
yeah.
a child of this age who died in 1920, whose memory should have been laid to rest a long time ago, along with her body, hasn't. And she's in a glass case, you know, and she's got the supporting act either side of her.
Yes, yeah.
Who are in I mean, horrific.
It is.
You know, horrific.
It's part of the impact. You're kind of staring at your own mortality in a way. Do you think?
No, don't bother me.
It's nothing to do with that.
Listen, I don't think there's a skeleton under this.
Yeah.
I think there's more layers of beauty.
Having bolstered themselves in a taxi with Professor Jeffrey Beattie, Yvette and Paul decide to give the investigation another go.
We're all right now, aren't we?
Yes.
We'll take deep breaths. What I want to do now is I want to choose 2 people to go down into the catacombs. I want you to call out for the spirit of the little girl. There are other spirits down there as well. So the first 2 people that I want to take down there completely in the dark and with night vision cameras is you, okay, and you.
Thank you.
Come on then, let's go.
Unsettled by Yvette and Paul's initial reactions, Jennifer is struggling to come to terms with the horrors that may lurk below.
You haven't got to do this, you just get a call taxi.
No, the thing that's freaking me out, those dead people.
Watching events from a safe distance is Professor Jeffrey Beattie.
This is a very different situation for the ghost hunters. This isn't about ghosts and spirits and spooky things in the imagination. This is about real dead bodies in front of them. Now, in our culture, we avoid seeing these ever. We hide them away. In Palermo, they're on view. And what's the first thing that's happened? Yvette's broken down in tears. She's the leader of the group. She's the role model for how they should respond. But even she can't take it.
I'm terrified.
So without the role model, where are they going to get their behaviour from? What cues are they going to pick up on? So the psychological effect of all of this will be to make each and every member of that group feel alone and isolated.
Oh, this isn't right.
I think what we'll see is something ultimately very personal and individualistic from each of them.
The group are really questioning their presence here in the catacombs. Unfortunately for Natasha, there is no turning back. She and Paul have been selected by Yvette to go down and start the investigation in the area that houses the bodies of the priests.
Oh my God.
Take your time.
Right.
Oh my God, that's weird.
Isn't it? You've done exactly what I did. I stood here and I went, oh my Lord, look. How weird is that? Isn't it weird? See what I mean? It's like,
Oh God.
get me on, take me on.
Alright. Oh no. You're alright.
A mother herself, Natasha quickly gravitates to the chapel area and the body of 2-year-old Rosalia.
Oh no, I can't believe it. Is this the little game you're talking about? Are her eyes supposed to be open?
No, they weren't before.
Well, they look like they're open.
Yvette, do you want to put me in a straight jacket in the mortar?
Yeah, no worries.
Listen to that.
Rather than coming out now, why don't we all go back up? All go back up and let the other 2 come down and have a look. No. I'll come down. I'll go down. Come on.
Realising that Natasha is too upset to attempt to make contact with the spirits, Yvette sends her to the taxi and the calming Jeffrey Beattie.
To be honest, the only feeling I had down there was sickness, to be honest. I just felt really sad and sick. It is a true shock to see it, because you'd never see anything like that back in England, in the UK. Never. Nothing on this planet can prepare you or brace you for what you witness when you walk in.
Back inside, Jennifer, who like many people has never seen a dead body before, is now faced with seeing hundreds of them in one go.
Terrible. Alright. Spotted on the wall, man.
Walk down to that level. If you feel like you're alright.
Isn't it? Gosh, little bars in it. I've got dresses on and everything's hot.
While Jennifer comes to terms with the horror of the catacombs, a low tapping sound coming from beneath her and Yvette stops them in their tracks.
I'm not joking. Something just tapped there.
Oh my god.
Jerry. Dear. Okay,
Believing that the sounds are coming from the chapel, Yvette leads Phil and a reluctant Jennifer towards the body of Rosalia. But when they get there, Paul is already trying to communicate with the dead girl, this time with the power of song.
Night, my love, the old moon is dying beside you. Good night, my love. Good night, my love. Sleep tight, my love. God bless you. Pleasant dreams, sweetheart.
Let's go back. Come on. I know we'll come back.
She's got stuffed up her nose and her eyes.
Towels up her nose, that's when the embalming.
Having eased the gang into the catacombs, Yvette regroups upstairs to introduce the final ghost hunting task.
What I want to do now is I want to take you back down where we've just come from. Then I want to take us into a room that you've not been to before, which is called the embalming room. And I want us to do a planchette and try and contact, hopefully, someone who will try and contact us for help. And we can go from there. So, are you all happy to do that, or do you want to stay here?
I'm staying here.
You're going to go to the taxi and talk to Jeff and watch what we're up to, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why do you not want to join in?
Because I feel we're not going to set this little girl free. We're not going to help her. No, I'm not against anyone else doing it, but I just feel I want to show them the last little tiny bit of respect and not go down there trying to find ghosts.
We'll give us your torch then.
There you go.
Exactly. You go to the taxi and we'll go and help
Good
her.
luck,
Bye.
girls and
Bye.
boys.
Bye.
With Jennifer opting for the safety of the taxi, the rest of the gang make their way towards the embalming room, which is set deep in the catacombs. And it's not long before Natasha gets the sense that they are not alone.
What the hell? Don't run. Don't.
Is that a coin? Did you? No. Did you hear that? Yeah, did you?
Yeah, it was a ting.
A ting.
Yeah, I heard that. Oh, God. Anybody there?
Are you sure you haven't got nothing in your belt or nothing there?
No.
That came from behind us.
Yeah, right behind us.
I heard that.
Yeah, I did as well.
If there's any spirit people here with us now, please can you come towards us? Okay. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Did you hear that?
I certainly did.
Oh God, I need to stay with you now.
Okay, listen. I want us to go into this room here. This is the embalming room. It's a horrendous room.
Okay, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah, you can. Come on.
Get anywhere, it's the best.
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
No, it's not nice. Right, who wants to go in first?
Go on, I will.
Yeah, go on.
Is the things in there? Right?
Yeah.
There's things in there.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh God.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, what is it?
Oh, gee.
Oh, I don't know if I can.
Shut your eyes, Tash.
Shut your eyes. Come on.
No,
come on.
No, I definitely can't.
You
I've got to go.
Come on, you've come this far, girl. Come on, me and you together. Come on. Come on. We'll do
know
it.
if I can.
You can. Come on.
Is the people lying there on the thing?
Yeah, come on. But it's no different from what's on the wall.
Yeah, but I didn't like the things on the wall, did I?
No, but you'll be all right once you come in. Come on, I'm in. Come on, we're in together. Come on, Tash. We've got good energy, Tash. All of us. We'll get some good stuff.
I don't really want to look again.
Right, okay, you ready?
Oh my
Where's
God,
the...
I just saw one.
Shh.
What's that?
It's crying. It's crying.
Who's crying?
I don't know. Put your hand on it. No, it's true. Look, put your hand on it.
Coming up, Paul's convinced they are not alone.
I can feel the belt on my seriously on my coat. No, the child speaks things on your belt.
Natasha is brought to tears.
I don't want to get up.
And things take on a life of their own.
Guys, you don't have enough.
No, I swear, honestly.
The queen of all things scary, Yvette Fielding, is ghost hunting with Paul O'Grady and 3 of his City of Culture friends, Natasha Hamilton, Philip Olivier and Jennifer Ellison. They've come to the Italian city of Palermo to hunt for spooks in 3 of the city's most haunted locations. Having had the willies put up them in the creepy Carini Castle and terrifying Massimo Theatre, they are now investigating the horrific Capuchin catacombs, which houses around 8,000 dead bodies, many of them hanging mummified on the walls. Unused to being confronted by death in such a full-on manner, everyone, including Yvette, have struggled to cope with their emotions.
I'm terrified.
Believing that the ghost hunt is an affront to those laid to rest here, Jennifer Ellison has refused to carry on, preferring to spend her time with Professor Jeffrey Beattie in the safety of the taxi.
I felt really upset.
So from your point of view, the kind of ghost hunt explanation for that?
Yeah.
Paul, Phil and Natasha have bravely followed Yvette to the catacombs embalming room in order to communicate with the ghosts believed to dwell there.
Oh, did you hear that?
It's a man's voice.
Did you hear it?
I did hear it. It's behind that wall.
It is?
Behind the wall.
Tapping, banging. Oh. Can you throw something? Or make a noise?
Not a bone or a skull.
Yvette is hoping to make contact with the spirits by using what is known as a planchette. It is a mount for a pen supported by 2 casters. It is believed that when fingers are lightly placed on the planchette, that spirits will guide the pen in order to spell out words or draw pictures as a means of communication with the living.
Okay, you ready?
What do we do?
Put your finger on the planchette, one hand on the thing. You can change your hand. You're safe.
Yeah.
You are safe, you're protected. Please, if there are any spirit people here with us now, come towards us, come towards the centre of this table. Please communicate with us, let us know that you are here. Please push this pen, push the pen around. Perhaps you can make a letter or a number or a sign with this pen to let us know that you are here. We don't mean you any harm. Come towards us now, any spirit people in this... What was that? That was a bang. Come towards us now, come towards the centre of this table. Oh, did you feel that? It's under the table. Come towards us now.
Oh, that was like a laugh.
That was a laugh. That was a laugh.
Exactly.
That was a man's laugh.
Oh well, buonasera.
Buonasera, please laugh with us.
Isn't it? It's standard in Italian.
Okay. Please, can you move this pen? Oh, did you feel that? Did you feel that, Phil?
Yeah, I did. I just don't want to know.
There was a bang under the planchette, like a little bump.
With Yvette's finger now no longer on the planchette, she calls out again to the possible spirits.
Come on, please push the planchette. There we go. Thank you.
Oh, don't you?
Thank you.
Grazie.
Grazie.
Guys, you don't know much now.
No, I swear, honestly, I've come this far to be pushing things in the middle of the night. Oh, Lord. That's all I keep saying. Grazie. Oh my God.
This is fucking good.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's all right. It's positive. It's positive. It's positive. It's positive.
I've hardly got my finger on it.
I can't do this.
The movement of the planchette is clearly unsettling both Paul and Phil.
You all right, Phil?
Yeah. It's just when that was happening, it's just I don't know what it was right through your body.
I know.
I know.
But it's Natasha that is finding it hardest to cope.
You can't do it.
I think I need to leave now.
You sure?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Definitely sure.
All right.
Definitely sure.
Do you want someone to help?
Don't leave me on my own.
No, you won't. You won't. You're here.
I don't want to get on my...
No, we'll get someone to go with you. Okay, can somebody please go with Natasha?
With Natasha feeling the need to flee, it only leaves Yvette, Paul and Phil to carry on the investigation.
Oh, it's like a baby crying.
Oh, sweetheart. Caro
Go
mio.
on, go on, Phil.
Huh?
Don't know, is there anything there? Just on my shoulders, I'm feeling just the worst chill.
Phil, she's bound. I can feel the belt. I'm seriously in my coat. You know what Charles Figgs sings on your belt? Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Sweetheart, caro mio.
Upstairs, Natasha attempts to gather her thoughts.
I've never shook so much with fear. The pen was going round in circles. I can't talk, I can't.
Completely scared witless, Natasha retreats to the taxi and the ever-calming Jeffrey Beattie.
What's
It's
happened?
not funny.
What?
I've never shook with fear like that in my life. I had to leave because I felt like my legs were going to buckle.
God. And how's Paul and Philip in there?
Scared.
Scared as well, yeah.
Philip's really scared. He doesn't like it.
Right.
Paul's talking. It's reacting.
Oh, goodness. You're saying you wanted something to happen, but...
I don't even know what to say. I honestly just do not know what to say. Like, you can hear people, like, talking almost, like, something like laughed. There was, like, whimpers. But the planchette was spinning. I just can't explain it.
Yeah. It wasn't a good experience.
The worst experience of my life, actually.
Really?
Absolutely terrified.
So you finished for the evening then?
I am done. I am over ghost hunting officially.
Career as a ghost hunter is over.
No, I'll stick to singing, thanks.
Right.
Back inside the catacombs,
Oh, fucking hell.
That was right here. That
She's
was
here,
right
she's
here.
here. Listen,
Sweetheart,
I've had
where's
my coat pulled
Yeah, I know. Where are
twice,
you?
my belt.
Well, you're here. She's here. Listen.
Yvette, Paul and Phil believe they've made contact with the spirit of Rosalia, the 2-year-old girl who was interned here back in 1920.
You clever girl, Rosalia.
It's almost there.
Shh, listen. Let her do it again. Let her do it again. It's great. Keep still. Sounds like it's coming from here. She's tapping under the table. She's tapping on here.
Rosalia.
Listen.
Rosalia.
Listen.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, Carol.
Believing that they have the ghost of Rosalia on their side, Yvette is keen to see if they can make contact with the other spirits said to haunt the catacombs.
You know what I think we should do now?
What?
I think that we should...
Go on holiday to Skegness.
Yeah. Let's the three of us do a walk round. Call out. Yeah?
Yeah.
Keeping an eye on Paul and Phil from outside in the taxi is Professor Jeffrey Beattie.
It's fascinating watching how quickly human behaviour can change sometimes, and I think Philip's behaviour in this situation is truly remarkable. I think going over the threshold of the catacombs was a bit of a transformational experience for him. I think he's heard a few noises now, and his behaviour seems to be changing dramatically. And he starts pacing up and down. This is the most basic human survival mechanism at play here. He wants to flee that situation, but he's socially constrained to staying there. He can't get out. And it's interesting that for Paul, humour is very absent in this situation, except in his little quip about going to Skegness.
You know what I think we should do now?
What?
I think that we should...
Go on holiday to Skegness.
Yeah.
Humour doesn't kind of work here in the presence of dead bodies. With Paul O'Grady, a very witty, sharp chat show host, he doesn't know what he can draw upon to help him in that situation.
Oh Lord, that's all I keep saying. Grazie.
And I think what we've seen here is sophisticated, mature, adult human beings stripped to their psychological bones, so to speak.
Back down in the catacombs, our group of sophisticates have moved to the area that houses the priests. But unfortunately for Paul, his opening line to the spirits believed to reside here is anything but sophisticated.
If there's anybody here, I'm tongue-tied.
Because you're shitting yourself?
Can you show us a sign?
I don't want to see any signs, to be honest.
Struggling to communicate in English, the gang try again, in Italian.
Buonasera.
Buongiorno. If there are any spirit people with us,
Ciao.
please talk to us.
There's something down there.
Listen.
Coming up, Phil reveals that Italy is not the place for him.
You know the way I said thanks for bringing us here? I'll fucking take it all back.
Paul seems more worried about how he looks.
Look at me effing coat. That was in a tight knot. I tied that in New York because I can't bear belt flapping round.
And it looks like Phil is not such a big skeptic after all.
I believe.
Paul O'Grady, Jennifer Ellison, Phil Olivier and Natasha Hamilton are spending the night ghost hunting in the Sicilian capital of Palermo with Mistress of the Macabre, Yvette Fielding. They're investigating the city's horrific Capuchin catacombs, where Jennifer refused to take part in a séance and opted for the safety of the taxi and Jeffrey Beatty.
I just think it's wrong.
I think it's wrong.
And after what was believed to have been the spirit of a little girl trying to make contact with the group during the séance, Natasha was too frightened to carry on.
I've never shook so much with fear.
And she's not the only one feeling the fear.
Now I'm scared of you.
Yeah.
I have to admit it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Listen.
Yvette, Paul and Phil are currently in the catacombs' body-lined corridors where they've been hearing unexplained sounds that seem to be following them.
Sounds like there's something behind us. You know, like just in the distance. Is that your stomach?
No.
Did you hear it?
I can't hear anything. I'm paralyzed. Fuck! Shush! Stop! Stop! Basta! Basta!
Fucking, there's nothing behind us.
Oh, God.
Okay.
You know the way I said thanks for bringing us here? I'll fucking take it all back.
I'm just letting little Trumpy go.
There's something down there.
Listen.
Let's go.
Oh, don't say that to me.
Don't bet in here.
Jesus. What?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, it's okay. That's cool. It's fine.
Having been well up for finding evidence of the paranormal all evening, Paul and Phil's bravery has taken a battering with the last unexplained noises. And veteran ghost hunter Yvette doesn't look too comfortable either.
Just let me know when you want to call it a day.
No, I'm scared. Bloody fucking hair on my neck, arms.
With Paul clearly scared stiff, Yvette decides it's time to make their way towards the exit. But before they make it to the door, Paul suddenly realises that the sensation of having his coat pulled earlier might have been more real than he originally thought.
Look at me effing coat. I told you. I said when I was in there, she's pulling on my coat. That was in a tight knot. I tied that in New York because I can't bear belt flapping round.
Because I remember looking at you thinking that might be uncomfortable when he sits down.
Paul's coat revelation proves to be the final straw for Phil, and in true heroic style, he legs it for the exit. Once outside, Phil is quick to seek solace with the ladies.
You know when they say the phrase, your hair standing on the back of your neck? Oh, don't know, can't speak.
Yeah, I'm drained. Je suis fatigué. Je suis désolé, viewer. Oh, sing it all now. I'm like this. You could stick me on that wall and I'd stick there all night like that.
I couldn't talk when I came out. I was like...
I could see. I've never felt anyone so scared out.
She was... Fear just set
like,
in my knees. Thank God you said, OK, Tasha's to go now, because I think I would have dropped to the ground because my knees were trembling that much. Do you believe?
Yeah, I believe in something. There's something definitely going on. And it was definitely a little girl. And it was there. I thought it was... No, I don't know.
You know what we need after this?
A drink.
Before they leave the Capuchin catacombs, Yvette returns to the embalming room and puts a closure to the seance. They hope that this will release what they believe to be the trapped spirit of 2-year-old Rosalia. With the job done, it is a relieved, if slightly spooked, Paul O'Grady and friends that get in the taxi and head for home.
There's been times tonight where I've been so overcome with fear that I didn't think it was possible to feel like that. I don't want to kill myself.
Jesus, I mean, paralysed with fear. I don't mind admitting it. I was paralysed with every hair on my body. It's like somebody gone round them with lacquer and stiffened them up. I could feel it. It was, whoa, not nice. If there's anybody here, my tongue tied.
It's so funny because all of us are going away with our own experiences. And I think we're all going to be a lot more open to what's out there now. There's definitely something in here.
It's too much to take in, it's mad. Especially when you just didn't believe it. You really messed with my mind, you know. It's mad.
I mean, look at me barness. It's on end and I haven't touched it. Who needs gel? Just go down these catacombs. Stand on end all. I mean, impotence, cure for impotence. Go down there, you'll be erect. Rigid. Oh, God.
Paul was always going to be a hard man to predict this evening, and the way he deals with fear is he takes control of situations and groups, and it lays his fear that way. And there was a bit of Paul playing about with members of the group when he was in the theatre, drawing attention to the possible spirits, to who else was in the group.
There's an actress here, Margaret, and a singer, and a young actor, all disgracing what you stand for.
Now, if you are the leader of the group, of course, you have to have special talents to work functionally for the group. And Paul's talent, of course, was humour.
It's me. Okay, now you'll give me asses, huh?
Until we got to the catacombs, and then everything for Paul fell apart. Why was that? Because you can't laugh at a funeral. Simple as that. And I think for the first time, I saw evidence that Paul, below the control mechanisms, below the critical thinking, below all the fancy Italian, was looking very, very frightened.
No, you won't here.
In terms of underlying personality, Philip was the most emotionally stable of all of the participants tonight. And I think Philip coped remarkably tonight in the way that you would expect. Again, until they got to the catacombs, suddenly you could see all of these non-verbal telltale signs of extreme fear leaking out of him. So I think that tonight will have had a big emotional impact on him.
Another way I said thanks for bringing us here. I fucking take it all back.
In terms of underlying personality, Natasha is pretty volatile emotionally, but also pretty sensitive to those around her. So you can imagine from her point of view what it was like to be locked in that oubliette with Jennifer right at the start of the evening. This in some sense was her worst nightmare.
Is anyone here? Can you please talk Natasha on
No, don't be saying that.
I think the problem when they got to the catacombs, she was picking up on all the vibes around her, and she certainly didn't like what she was feeling. She got out of there quickly.
I never shook so much with fear.
In terms of her underlying profile, Jennifer Ellison is pretty extreme. Jennifer, of course, verbalised her own reasons for leaving the catacombs. She said it was all about respecting the dead,
You haven't got to do this, you just get call taxi and go.
And the thing that's freaking me out, those dead people.
But from a psychological point of view, her coping mechanisms for fear, which is to dramatise her fear response, couldn't possibly work in the catacombs, and without a coping mechanism she had to leave. I think that her talking about respect was her kind of post hoc rationalisation of what she was doing.
These people were alive once, they're not props. You know, they're not Mummy, you know, William, but they're not, you know, it's not Shaun of the Dead, it's not a horror film. This is real.
It's very unhealthy to be hanging around dead people unless you're a pathologist and getting paid for it, or a necrophiliac and enjoy it. And since I'm neither,
I'd definitely do ghost hunting again, because I think once you've done it once, you're so intrigued, you just want to find more.
Definitely, any skeptics out there, come and have a go at this. Come and have a go at this, definitely. You're going to change my life, actually. Thank you.
I'm going to be up all bloody night now going through all this in my head.
As the book closes on ghost hunting with Paul O'Grady and friends, all the spirits have been laid to rest. Or have they?